Very good morning, everyone. In today's section, we are going to solve A-level accounting papers, variant 32, May-June 2020. So I have here a question of the J-Clove. So now let's see what the question has asked you to prepare. In requirement number 8, the question has asked you to show the SOP's gross profit and profit for the year ended 31st December 2019. So as for this, you can go through the preparation of SOP trading account. So let's go through the preparation of it. So in above questions, under bank receipt, we have seen that SOP taking valued 49,200. So we have written here 49,200 plus 870, that is given in adjustment as 870 representing the SOP taking on 31st December 2019 had not been credited by the bank. So that is subject to be added to this 49,200. So total SOP taking revenue is $50,070. So we have to deduct cost of sales from this value. So as you know, cost of sales equals to opening stock of SOP inventory plus purchase minus ending value of SOP inventory. So opening stock is given 1300, you can see, and just closing stock is valued 1100, that's well. But in case of purchase, there is also the presence of SOP trade payable. So in addition to that 15,100 SOP purchase, which is given as in bank payments in the above questions, so we have to add the increment in SOP trade payable value. So that is actually 15,100 plus increment means closing minus opening. So that is 2810 minus 2740. So that gives you total purchase of $15,170. So after adjustment of these, 1300 plus 15,170 minus $1,100 gives you $15,370. So the difference between these values, total SOP taking minus cost of sales, that is $15,370, gives you the difference of $34,700. That is actually the gross profit which the question has asked you to determine. So now again the question has asked you to prepare or to show the SOP profit for the year. So for the SOP profit, you need to deduct any additional expenses which is concerned or related with SOP. So here I see that SOP expenses of 9,400, which I have written in inner column, and likely as also there is the presence of SOP wages, that is $18,700. So in total 18,700 plus 9,400, that comes $28,100. So if you deduct these 28,100 from 34,700, then the balancing figure or the rest amount which comes, the difference is actually 6,600. That is SOP profit for the year. So now let's see what is the requirement of B. In B, question has asked you to prepare the Clove's income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2019. So now let's go through the preparation of this income and expenditure account. At first write J Clove in top and just write income expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2019. Below that, particulars and dollar column is mentioned here. So at first write all the income that is concerned with the Clove and just deduct all the expenses which is available. So here income, in income heading we at first write subscription. So for subscription you should go through the working notes. I have clearly stated how to prepare subscription account in previous questions as well. So as for subscription, I have given you the full format. So I think this will be very easy for you all. So at first write opening prepaid. In credit side, write opening prepaid, which is valued 1,200, and just closing prepaid would be on debit side, that is 400. So likely as opening arrears last year outstanding on debit side 1,600, and this year arrears in credit side, that is 1,900. So whatever amount is given in the bank receipt, that is subscription receipt, that is 78,650 will be credited. So now whatever the balance arises in debit side, that is actually subscription to be credited in income expenditure account. So here I have clearly mentioned income and expenditure account, that is 79750, and this will be used as subscriptions under the income statement. So here 79750 is actually the subscription which has been derived through the preparation of subscription account, and this 79750 is actually the subscription amount now. So besides this, we have to also add the sub profit, because we have already derived in requirement number A sub profit of $6,600. So this will be added because this is also the income for the club. So here subscription is $797.50 and profit from the shop is $6,600. So in total it comes $86,350. Now we have to deduct all the club related expenses. That is, we have admin expenses here. Admin expenses amounting rupees $70,600. And let's go through the questions adjustment. There is also the informations given for depreciation. So depreciation on club equipment is to be 20% per annum using straight line method. So you all know under straight line method we can simply multiply the given percentage with the cost price of the asset. So here club equipment is of value 40,000. So 40,000 into 20%, that gives you 8,000 rupees, $8,000. So if you deduct these both values from 86,350, then it will be a 250 negative value. So that refers to the deficit or excess of expenditure of our income. So now let's see requirement number 3, what the question has asked you to prepare. In requirement number C, prepare a statement showing the movement in the club's accumulated fund for the year ended 31st December 2019. That means at first you need to calculate the accumulated fund. Yeah, in the beginning of the year, what was the amount of accumulated fund, and now after surplus or deficit, what will be the accumulated fund position. So as for that, now let's go through the preparation of these formats. So at first write J club statement showing movement on club accumulated fund as on 31st December 2019. So you know these formats. At first we write non-current assets NCA. Here the club equipment is valued 40,000 and that is cost price, and accumulated depreciation is 32,000. So we have to write 8,000 after deduction of this accumulated depreciation, that is valued at 1,000 rupees. Sorry, dollar. And in current assets we can see the bank value, bank balance of $9,850. You can see that is available in the top of the questions. Bank balance at 1st January 2019, that is 9,850. So shop inventory, as that is current assets, we have to write here. Just use all the beginning value, that is 1,300. Subscription due, that means arrears. Subscription arrears of $1,600. So you can see that is given in the following balance are also available, that is given in the questions. So in total it came 12,750 of current assets and 8,000 of non-current assets. So total assets is valued $20,750. So now for calculation of accumulated fund, we should deduct the liabilities from this total assets value. So as for liability, we have two heading here. One is non-current liability, and in this question I don't see any non-current liability over here. So just you can do blank, and just as for current liability, you can see there is the availability of short-term payable of $2,740, and subscription in advance, that is next year last year advance of 1,200. You can see subscription in advance 1,200 in 1st January 2019. So in total, the current liability available is 3940. So if you deduct this 3940 from this total assets value, the difference will be the accumulated fund as on 1st January 2019. So as the question has asked you to show the movement of accumulated fund on 31st December 2019, simply you can add the surplus or you can deduct the deficit. As you have derived the deficit in the questions, now you should deduct that 250 value. So that gives you ultimately the accumulated fund of $16,560. So now this is the accumulated fund. You got 16,560. That is actually what the question has asked you to show. So now let's see the requirement number D. In D, question has asked you to state four differences between the financial statement of a limited company and the financial statements of a non-profit making organizations. So this is the theoretical part, and I think that you all could do. Even just I'll be stating the differences. So in number D, question has asked you four differences. So in number one, in financial statement of limited company, just you should write, you could write it includes income statement, statements of financial position and cash flow. So these things are included our financial statement preparation of a limited company. But under the financial statement of non-profit making organizations, we have to prepare income expenditure accounts and statement of financial position. So these are the main difference of this, the financial statement of these two company, non-profit and profit making. So number two difference is that in financial statement of limited company, we use the term profit or loss. Yeah. But under financial statement of non-profit making organizations, we use the term surplus or deficit. And under financial statement of limited company, capital represented by equity. So equity actually represents the capital, but under financial statement of non-profit making organizations, we use accumulated funds to represent capital. So in place of capital, we write accumulated fund. And next difference is that on the basis of trial balance, financial statement of limited company is prepared. But on the basis of recipient payment account, we prepare the financial statement of non-profit making organizations. So these are the four differences. Just you can write any two out of these. So in under requirement of number E, question has asked you to show the analyze the club's ability to replace the club equipment in 2020. So as you have noted here, the assets valid cost club equipment valued 40,000 and accumulated depreciation 32,000 is almost at the end of its expiry of life. So it seems better for the club to replace the equipment, but as for this club ability, it doesn't seem strong due to the following reasons. Okay, so number one, there is only bank balance of $16,770, that is 15,900 closing bank balance, plus 870 that is still to be credited by bank. So in total, we have availability of $16,770 as a bank balance, but which is not sufficient to buy a new equipment because that cost $50,000. So next reason is that there is no any other investment seen with the club. Yeah, because club has not invested in any other investment that can be sold, and just we can utilize that amount for buying or replacing the equipment. But there is no any other investment seen with the club that can be sold and made cash available to meet this cash shortage. The next reason is that the option left is either to opt for a bank loan or request member for contribution. Yeah, because we have not sufficiency of bank balance and there is no any other investment available with the club. So now the option left is that either to opt for bank loan or to request our members for contributions to buy a new equipment. So that's why both options seems quite tedious, as bank loan requires collateral and we should undergo with the number of legal formalities. So that is quite tedious process. So, as for member contribution, is also not the best option, but it's not sure that member will be contributing because it is additional burden for them. Because membership fees are limited and it is fixed. But if we ask member for more contribution, I think that will be quite additional burden for them, and just due to which they might leave the organization as well. So finally, in EF, question has asked you to discuss whether or not the club increase member subscription for this purpose. Justify your answers. So actually, the club should not increase member subscription for buying the new equipment because subscription is of regular nature and consists fixed amount. Member plans in accordance with that because they are clear that this much amount has to be contributed annually or monthly. Yeah, but if we ask them to contribute for buying a new equipment, some additional fund, so I think that's not a better decision. So increasing subscription for buying one-time asset does not give the good message to the members. Thinking as it additional burden, members might leave the club, which is not better for the club. So this students, let's do this for today. Hope you all got it. Thank you.